We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Blue 60. I got it. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 10. 56.
On first down, Swift. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good, Rick.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Undercrush. Check. Watch twist. Check.
On second down, Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Check. Crunch.
Now Haskins on first down. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 16-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you. Man.
On the carry, it's Love. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 52. Joker. Check 3. Go.
On third down, it's Gibson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check.
On first down, here's Love. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down now. It's Love. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Go! Go get him! Go get him! Deuce! Go!
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready!
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
I got you, Pop.
On 2nd and 2, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't know no better. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. And turn around.
They go play action now. Haskins, they'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Haskins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
SOS. Shit. Tighten up. Keep it going.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Love. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and get it with Geis, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Dancing away at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
He was brought down by Will Harris. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
Let's get it. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check it. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And Latimer's got it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On the draw, this is Love. And an alley to run. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
That's me. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Haskins.
Watch the whip.
Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 31. Check 31. 44. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Chance. Where'd he go?
Staying on the ground, it's Love. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
3rd down, here's Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game for the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Rush in. Hustle. Check 24.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Check. Zoom. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Twin. Let's go. Come on. Hey, slam. Check four. Check four. Check the backer. Check the backer. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They'll run on first down. Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two of their three red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Hey, move. 36.
Trying the toss play to Love. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I got you.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready. Go 20. 54 miles. Squeeze. Double. Hey, red. Go.
Stafford on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, Mike 51.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
On the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Love. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Back at his own 49.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 4 down. Mike 51.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, Geis trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All day, dog. Switch.
Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here a throw taken in by Watkins, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining, so they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, check. Check 9.
They'll try the left side. Gibson.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Love. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
6 guys! Check 6 guys!
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Watch out.
They'll run for it with Love. Touchdown, Washington! Bryce Love with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
Hey, 280. Watch the pass.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the